If you need money in GTA 5, be sure to check out cdkeys.com where you can find the cheapest shark cards. Simply click the link in the description below. Hello guys, what's going on? My name is Sam, or Chaotic, and welcome back to another GTA 5 video here on my channel. Now early today, the all-new Pegassi Oppressor MK2 was released in GTA Online, so you can finally buy it at last. But was the hype worth it? There have been some very mixed opinions about this vehicle over the past few weeks, with many going as far as saying it's too overpowered for GTA Online. But is it really? In this video, I'm going to be sharing all the pros and cons behind owning this vehicle. And after we go through everything, I want you guys to leave a comment on this video and share your thoughts and feelings about the Oppressor MK2. Is it too overpowered? Yes or no? So let's go ahead then and jump straight into things. Now to start things off, from today then, the Oppressor MK2 is available to purchase from the Warsaw Cash and Carry website. There are two prices for this vehicle, a buy it now price and a trade price. The buy it now price is set at $3,890,250. The trade price is obviously less at $2,925,000, but to unlock that, you first of all have to purchase a terabyte. The other new vehicle, which was also released today, which has a price that starts off at $1,345,000, and you also have to complete 5 client jobs inside the terabyte. So yes, either way, the Oppressor MK2 is pretty expensive. I would recommend though, if you are going to purchase the Oppressor MK2, to unlock the trade price before you purchase it, as it will save you a significant amount of money, almost $1 million in fact. Now yes, I realize at first this may not seem like the cheaper option, as you have to purchase a terabyte if you want to unlock that trade price just to save yourself $1 million, and the terabyte starts from a price of $1,345,000 and goes all the way up to $3.5 million if you fully upgrade it when you purchase it. But if you're going to buy an Oppressor MK2, you're going to need the terabyte, as it's only inside the terabyte that you can customize your Oppressor MK2, and that's something you definitely want to do. Although there aren't many customization options available for this vehicle, there are some essential upgrades that you need. One of those being countermeasures. So you can fit countermeasures such as flares to this vehicle, so when you're flying around you can deploy them if you have someone trying to shoot you down out of the sky and blow you up. And it's worth noting, these countermeasures, especially the flares, are effective against all homing missiles. So whether it's been shot from the ground by a homing launcher or from another jet or helicopter that's flying around. And if you do choose and purchase the flare countermeasure, you're given a capacity of 20 flares with this vehicle, which is pretty good. Now as for the other upgrade you really need on this vehicle, that being the weapon upgrade. Now from standard, this vehicle comes with stock machine guns. They are useless though, they are not very powered whatsoever, and you want to upgrade this for one of the other weapon options. And you have two. The explosive MG, so a machine gun that fires explosive rounds, or the homing missiles. And I personally would recommend fitting the homing missiles over the explosive MG. Although sure, it may sound awesome and something that's really powerful to have an explosive minigun on this vehicle, it really isn't worth having for a number of reasons. For starters, it does have a limited number of rounds, 750 to be exact, which in fairness will take some time to go through, but the rounds really aren't that powerful, and the explosive minigun fires at an extremely slow rate. And it's also pretty difficult to use it and be effective because it's fixed to the front of the Oppressor, so it would only shoot where the front is pointing. And as you guys can see in the gameplay, there is a clear demonstration on how difficult this minigun is to use. I really struggled to get a hang of things and found it almost impossible to destroy any vehicles at all in the air, and found it much easier to come right down to the ground and be at the same level as the cars if I wanted to destroy them. The homing missile launcher, however, is much easier to use, and you'll find as well it is just a much better weapon of choice overall. For starters, the lock-on distance is really impressive. You can lock on to targets from a fair distance away, and the accuracy of the missiles as well is very, very good, as you can see in the gameplay. Now yes, you are limited to the number of rockets you get just 20, the exact same number you get with the original Oppressor, but as I'm sure you guys know, to restock, just make your way back to your garage or your terabyte, go inside, go straight back out, and you'll be given another 20 completely for free. Okay, now as I mentioned in one of my videos the other day, 10 things you need to know about the Oppressor Mark II before you buy it in GTA Online. I'd recommend going to give that video a watch, by the way. There'll be a link in the description. But with the Oppressor Mark II being classified as a motorcycle, you can request it and have it spawn in instantly via your motorcycle club, which just makes the usability of this vehicle even better. And despite being a motorcycle, it's almost impossible to crash and fall off on this thing. So as you guys can see right now in the gameplay, I smash and slam into numerous buildings at almost full speed, and my player does not fall off whatsoever, which you typically get with the original Oppressor or any other motorcycle in game. But unfortunately, there are 3 major downsides to the Oppressor Mark II. The first being its boostability. The way the feature works on this vehicle makes it almost useless. You can only use the boost once, and to recharge it, you have to let go of the accelerator button and allow it to fully recharge before you can start accelerating again if you want to have the ability of using it at some point in the future. And the recharging process takes almost 3 seconds, at which point the bike has slowed down so much you're almost stationary. And the speed boost isn't very effective either. It lasts for less than a second and doesn't really increase your speed all that much, and soon returns to the original speed, which if you're flying around isn't very quick at all. And that's the next downside to this vehicle. Its top speed. Now when driving around and hovering above the ground, it will get to a top speed of 127 miles an hour, which is pretty impressive. But once you take off and you're flying around in the skies, like I am right now, its top speed is around 85 to 90 miles an hour, depending on your altitude. And at this speed, you're a pretty easy target for players to shoot down, even for those on the ground just using a homing missile launcher. And then finally, as for downside number 3, this vehicle's price. Although initially it may seem reasonable with a trade price below $3 million, just $2,925,000, it's not just the price of the vehicle but everything else you also have to purchase if you want to get the best out of this vehicle. To unlock the trade price for this vehicle, you must first purchase a terabyte with a price starting from $1,345,000. But to be able to buy a terabyte, you also have to own a nightclub, with prices starting off at just over $1 million. And you also have to purchase the specialized vehicle workshop for your terabyte as well, which costs an additional $500,000. And then of course there's the cost of customizing this vehicle, which will cost you upwards of $500,000 to $600,000 depending on what upgrades you purchase for it. So just to purchase and fully customize the Oppressor Mark II, it will cost you well over $7 million total, which is a massive paywall. So overall then, do I think this vehicle is overpowered? Yes, I think it is a powerful vehicle. I think it's a very good one with loads of features, and definitely something I would recommend every single one of you guys to buy if you have the money to do so. But no, I don't think this vehicle is too overpowered, because there are plenty of other great and powerful vehicles in game as well. But what do you guys think? Do you guys agree with me, or do you disagree and think this vehicle is too overpowered for GTA Online? So let me know right now by leaving a comment on this video. If you guys could also drop a like as well, it would help me out a lot and it's greatly appreciated. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd recommend that you do, because I upload all the latest and the greatest Grand Theft Auto 5 content. So as always guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.